Titration Lab Tips by Josh, Sam, Callie, and Hunter. Tip number 1. Before measuring the NOAH, make sure that the scale is zeroed. Otherwise, the concentration of the NOAH will be drastically off. As you can see here, the two lines are not matched up. This means your scale is not zeroed. To zero the scale, twist the knob on the side of the triple beam balance. Then go back and make sure that the two balancing lines are even. This means that your scale is zeroed and you can continue on with your procedure. Tip number 2. As you can see here, Callie is filling up her beaker with tap water. This is not what you are supposed to do. It will give you an inaccurate measurement when mixing it with the NOAH. Always make sure you use distilled water. If you are out, ask your teacher for more. This will help you get the more accurate of the two measurements. Tip number 3. As you can see here, we've begun our experiment. I am now letting the NOAH drip into the solution. But nothing is happening. As you've read in your directions, it should start to turn a pale pink color. Then I remember, the indicator. In order for this color to appear, you have to make sure the indicator is in. But as you can see here, I've put the indicator in after already doing the experiment. This causes it to turn instantly pink. By putting the indicator in first, you will be able to more accurately measure the concentration of HCl in your solution. Tip number 4. As you can see here, we have our solution and our NOAH in the burette. Josh is showing you how by letting the NOAH just flow in, it'll almost instantly turn pink. You really don't stand a chance of getting the pale pink color. But if he does it again, and this time lets it drip in as opposed to pour in, you will see it'll slowly start to turn pink, and eventually he'll get it to be the pale pink color we want. Now for our final tip, tip number 5. As you can see here, Josh is getting ready to measure the amount of NOAH that is going into the beaker. This is our first trial. We start at 0, and as you watch it, you see it'll eventually flow down and hit the 10 mark. A common mistake is to simply write down the total amount of dispersed rather than finding the difference between the two. In this case, the difference between the two would be 0 minus 10. It'll give you 10. For our second trial, we now start at 10. He lets the NOAH flow down. And this time, we stop at 20. Now, the common mistake that is usually made is people will take 0 and 20 and subtract them, giving you 20. That is not how you do it. In this case, you take the 10, and you subtract the 10 from the 20, and get 10 once again. Thanks for listening, and we hope these tips will help you get a better grade on your titration lab.